Hey there, this is Tony from the Lido Hoppers. We just got on the Navigator of the Seas for a 3-day trip down to Ensenada. And this is pretty exciting for Christina and I because this is the first time that we have been on a Royal Caribbean ship since 2002, I believe, when we were on the Vision of the Seas. So we are dipping our toes back into the Royal Caribbean experience, and we're looking forward to bringing you along. Here we are on deck 10, heading to our stateroom, which is 1688 in this back corner. Sweet. All right, Christina, you want to go open the door?
Sure.
No neighbors back here, that's for sure. As you walk in, you have some closets on the left-hand side here with a desk and chair with plenty of outlets. It's an older ship, so there does not appear to be any USB. A television with some drawers. We are part of the key program, so let's see what we got here. We got some fresh fruit, which is always nice. Further in the room, we have a sofa that most likely makes out into a bed. A queen size bed that can probably be separated into two twins with a nightstand on either side. Again, there does not appear to be any type of USB or outlets here. Yeah, I don't see any. Same on this side. Got a drawer and a table, nice sized table. A full ceiling to floor mirror. Let's go ahead and fix this right away and put this all the way to cool because it is actually quite warm in here. We've got the restroom. With a nice size shower and shower door, no curtain here, so that's pretty cool. A perfect place to hang Christina's patented shower bag. I'm sure she'll give you guys a little bit of a tour on that later. Shaver outlet up there and some mirrors, a little bit of counter space, nothing too crazy, but enough to lay a few things out. You got some cabinets here. Oh, yeah, it does open, okay. That's definitely seen better days, but nice place to put some things here. Nice place to stick your suitcases and hang your shirts and dresses. And then you have some wire shelving on the right to hang or set your shoes or other smaller clothing article. Got a safe. More storage. Let's see, this is actually cold. Yeah. That feels like it's actually a fridge and not just a cooler like you find on some ships. So that's really nice. Let's go check out this balcony. Looks pretty nice. You walk out, you've got two reclinable chairs, A nice big table to have some room service. Large space to hang out and enjoy the aft view. And two really comfy looking loungers. Yeah, that's not bad. And a little table here. We are still in the Port of Los Angeles right now. That's the Vincent Thomas Bridge. This is a very industrial port. Not too far from here is the Long Beach Cruise Terminal, which is exclusive to Carnival. It's not quite as industrial. It shares an area with the Queen Mary, which is pretty nice. We'll see if we can get some shots of that when we leave. I will say these dividers here are not super private. You can see the adjoining balcony and their loungers there. Just keep that in mind if you are looking to book this room. And you can probably peek over and see their balcony and vice versa. So again, keep that in mind. Looking down, you can slightly see these balconies here, but I think that still gives them plenty of privacy. And nothing on this side for us, and nothing up except for those windows. But again, it's very private. So overall, other than your immediate neighbor, it's a pretty private and spacious balcony. I like it. Christina?
Yes, I approve.
All right, we got the Christina seal of approval. This room comes with a sliding door instead of a swing door, which is typically nice on a cruise, but this thing is like a industrial. Listen to this thing. I will say though, once closed, it does keep the outside noise outside. Also, let me share with you this pole. It's a big, kind of in need of cosmetic help pole right in the middle of the room. I could imagine after a few drinks or waking up in the middle of the night to use the restroom that a lot of toes have been stubbed on that pole.
That's why the bottom of it's carpeted.
That is true. The bottom of it is carpeted, though I'm hoping not to find out if that helps or not. Beware, room 1688, deck 10, does have this pole. I'll report back at the end of the cruise if I was able to avoid it. We have triple checked each side, and there are no USBs or outlets on either side of the bed, but there are these cool little reading lights with adjusters here, and you can turn it if you are a reader, not on their phone, of course. Kind of cool. I haven't seen those before.
Hi, Christina here. This is our bathroom aboard the Navigator of the Seas, cabin 1688. For some reason, they have decided that this let's make it look like it was just watered look was what we should go with the shower. So it is dry, but it looks like someone just took a shower. It's odd. How's this? Oh, it goes like that. They separate. That was my bad. I have hung up my bathroom bag. However, I had to hang it on this because This, I feel like it's gonna fall off the wall if I hang it on that. So this is not the best place to hang it, but it will do the trick. They do have a hair and body wash that comes included in here, but again, I brought my own. But there is plenty of room in here. I am not tall at all, but there is plenty of room for me.
Peekaboo!
And the rest of the bathroom is pretty basic. Again, the ship is definitely showing her age with these marks around the mirrors. And I know Tony already showed you in here, but oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. But it's very well lit up. And that's our bathroom.
Let's get up on the Lido deck. Check it out.
Yes.
We just got back to our room and we found what I think may be the world's smallest towel animal.
And cutest.
It's pretty cute. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, like a blowfish or something?
It's a frog.
You think this is a frog?
I think that's a frog.
All right. Well, this is our little frog on the big old bed in room 1688. So last night we got back to the room pretty late and we were both pretty exhausted. So we kind of passed out, but talking this morning, we both agree this is probably the hardest bed that we've ever slept in on a cruise ship. Anywhere. Yeah, it's not comfortable. I don't know if there's some type of topper or something that can be requested, but again, also we haven't been on Royal Caribbean in a long time, so this may be typical. Not sure. We'd love to hear from you if the beds are typically hard on Royal Caribbean. Maybe it's an older ship issue. Maybe it's a me issue. I'm not sure, but let us know. Leave a comment below and tell us your experience with Royal Caribbean beds. This is our last day on the Navigator of the Seas. We just got back to our room from Ensenada and we have this little guy on our bed. And neither Christina nor I can figure out what it's supposed to be. Maybe some type of bird, maybe a turkey. I'm not really sure, but do me a favor and leave a comment below. Let us know what you think it might be. It's debarkation morning from the Navigator of the Seas in San Pedro. And one thing I wanted to add about this ship is the shower is the best cruise ship shower I've ever had on any ship or any line I've ever been on. Kudos to the engineering team that put this shower in. It really is a great shower. Warm, it's a lot of pressure, a lot of room. Another thing I just realized sitting in this chair for a bit is that the chair seems wider than a normal cruise deck chair. And I don't know if this is just this balcony or if this is typical on Navigator of the Seas or typical on Royal Caribbean, but compared to Carnival, Princess, Disney, definitely a much wider chair. And as a larger guy, I appreciate that. I noticed I had a little wiggle room in there. And again, I appreciate that. Nice touch. Good job, Royal. The really odd thing is there's this support beam that goes right up the middle of the balcony, and it could make getting into those loungers somewhat of a feat, getting in and out of them. But overall, this has been a great balcony. There's nobody to the right of us, and there's nobody above us. We can look down a little bit in the balconies below us, and there's obviously a balcony right next to us. But it was very quiet the entire time. Unfortunately, it's only in 3 days, so we didn't get a lot of time to spend out here. There's so many things to do on the ship. But if you don't mind a beam in the middle of your balcony, This room really wasn't very, the cost wasn't much different than a regular balcony room, and you get so much more room out here than a typical balcony, and you get the 2 large loungers with pads, and I would definitely recommend it.